Welcome to IPMNation.com, the next generation of internet radio, powered by Impact Player Music.
You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions. You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Remote Transmission here on IPMNation.com, on the IPMNation.com live channel just after 11 p.m. on the East Coast. And I am sitting here, not literally with the band, but sitting here via Skype with the members of Forging Reverie. How are you guys?
Awesome.
Good. Totally rad.
All right, so we can all hear each other. This is our first time doing this particular show this way, so, but looks like everything's sorry, I'm just kind of adjusting things. I want to make sure everybody can hear us. You guys can hear me okay?
I've got it. You phase in and out, but I think we just got to try not to talk over each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, can hear you okay enough.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, just looking at my screen, making sure everything's coming through. Looks good. Okay. So now, do we have the entire band on the line?
Yeah. Wow. We actually do.
Everybody?
Which is, I wasn't expecting this, but we do.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Which, yeah. Well, actually, I mean, it includes our new fifth member, basically.
Yes. Your brother.
So, that's right.
All right.
Which is, so, more than what people are even used to.
Okay, so we have the brothers. You're Tyler, lead singer. And,
Right on.
And your brother Justin. What do you do in the band, Justin?
Everything else.
Everything else?
That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
I mean, term.
We'll get
Right. I make records, so I was doing that for a while, and they wanted some more stage music, and I guess it kind of fell together. Is that what you guys would say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we had all kinds of ideas for different instruments that we wanted that, you know, between the four of us, we couldn't cover them all. And, you know, Justin knows our music so well to begin with, and he, you know, works with us on recording, and, you know, he knows how we work. He's just kind of fits right in place, so.
Well, plus, too, he already played those instruments on the record anyway, so it's kind of only fitting he did it, you know, live.
In person, yeah.
Yeah, old songs bust out the very keyboard that I played it on the studio record.
All right. At first, I didn't even know what you meant, but.
Yeah, so I have I play some guitar, some keyboards, samples, whatever I can make happen off the computer there, attached to the keyboard, anything else on guitar, some vocals, whatever needs to happen. There was a possibility of playing a phone against my guitar neck at one point, although I think I'm nixing that.
Well, it's interesting because when I interviewed you guys before, it was for Local Outbreak, and it was at your rehearsal space and where you record. And I remember at that point,
Right.
you guys were a four-piece, but Justin, you were, of course, recording and kind of producing everything. And I think I remember, I don't think it was during the interview, but I think it was after the interview when we were talking, and you guys had made mention of the possibility of Justin becoming a member of the band because, you know, obviously, Justin, you already know the tunes, and it would help kind of fill things out live. So, now, how long ago did that happen?
You know, that probably happened right basically then. Starting then until now. We've been working hard on this.
Yeah. And let's see, who else do we have? We have Derek. What do you do in the band, Derek?
I play guitar.
Okay. And Ryan?
And, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
I'm
you
bass.
off. I just want to make sure we acknowledge everyone here. And I see Ryan online.
Yep.
You're
What's
the
up, man?
bass player?
I'm on bass.
You're on bass. And Sean, who's the drummer, right?
Yeah.
And Sean, you were the new guy last time I talked to you guys, correct?
Yeah, I've only been with them for less than a year, so.
Yeah.
been interesting.
And two of
Has
you
it?
actually have to commute a hell of a long way for this, don't you?
What's that?
That would be Derek.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Where do you live, Derek?
Yeah.
Because the rest of you are in New Hampshire, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah, I live in southern Connecticut, about an hour outside New York City.
Yeah.
So,
That's
That
Yeah,
sucks.
Sean and I both kind of live in the New Hampshire Seacoast area. We grew up in the same town but never knew each other, and obviously my brother did as well.
Yeah.
And Ryan is also from Connecticut too, but he's currently living in New Hampshire. So we just got that one guy who's a couple states away. But
well, actually,
it's been working out.
at the time, Matt, when you were at our space, Ryan was still in Connecticut too. Wasn't? Yeah, that's right. Right? Was
Yeah.
Ryan still down?
We're
Yeah.
kind of at
So-
Plymouth.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of in between.
Yeah, because I remember at that time there were two of you who were really out of the area, so
Right.
now it's just one of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm technically from Connecticut, but I just moved up to Londonderry, like just outside Manchester. So
Uh-huh.
So we're still a bit scattered, but
Yeah.
we're pulling it together.
It's tough, man.
By the way, I want to mention MPage1966 is in the chat room and says, I made it. So,
How's it going, Marcy?
so if she has she loves you guys.
Always.
Good.
So how hard is that being so scattered? Because that's unusual. Most of the bands I talk to are, at least all in the same state. I mean, is that a challenge for you guys? Or do you just kind of make it work?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we were more or less in the same state for such a long time because we were all at college together at Plymouth. But it was the postgraduate that it it. I think I can speak for everyone, but it hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like, wow, okay, this is happening now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Did you all meet
Oh,
in
yeah.
college? Well, obviously, you, Tyler, and Justin, you guys met at birth, but did the rest of you meet at college?
Sean
yeah.
did not go to Plymouth. So he's because again he actually kind of joined the band just under a year ago now. Man, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
well,
last summer, yeah.
What was it? September?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
well, it was just before Eve 6.
Man. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Eve 6 was your first show with us. That's still
Yeah.
so crazy.
All right, now, of course, I only know this because I interviewed you guys before, but you have a story about opening for Eve 6. Why don't you tell that? It's kind of funny.
Hey, Derek, you want to take this one? You kind of know it from the beginning.
Okay. Well, Tyler had graduated already, and it was. Wait, did I graduate too? I must have. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay. But the semester before that, I was working at the Plymouth radio station, and a friend of mine who was on the homecoming committee took me aside and asked if we'd be interested in opening for the big show for homecoming. And they said they're trying to get Eve 6 and they weren't sure. They couldn't make any promises. So I said, yes, absolutely, of course. I didn't even ask anybody at first, any of the guys, but I said yes for everybody. And
Oh, yeah.
so then, well, naturally, you got to say yes to that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a no-
But then, a few weeks went by. I guess it was probably more like a few months went by, and they confirmed Eve 6 was coming, and we were super excited, but we were still kind of drummerless, so it was like, okay.
So you guys
So,
were in the position of not having a full band at that point. Is that correct? You were down a man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, because what he's saying is because Sean wasn't a member of the band then, and you were without a drummer.
Right. Yeah, I lost the first half of that question. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So you had this huge opportunity staring you in the face, and we're kind of like, how are we going to pull this off?
Really awesome. They call it electronic.
Whoa. You there? No.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I think we had something cutting in on us there. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it was weird.
I tried to open the Ustream. I need to not do that because I'm hosting this Skype with all 5 of you. So
Oh,
Oh, okay.
The Ustream
I think
is
I-
on a little bit of a delay.
I have like 30 megabits of bandwidth, but apparently I've used it up.
All right. Well, anyway, we're all set. So I mean, I think the other crazy thing about the whole Eve 6 thing was that we actually, I mean, the whole reason, I think, partly what the reason why we were approached about it may have been because was that by then? Yeah, that was by then. It was the second year in a row that we won the Battle of the Bands at Plymouth. So we had kind of a following at Plymouth, which by now everybody's graduated and it's hilarious. Like nobody knows us there probably by now. I'm not even sure. But I don't know. Then again, I found out last time I was there, I feel like somebody was saying, oh yeah, I've heard that name. They didn't know where, but you know.
Maybe
Well, it
it's
doesn't
all of
matter
the
where.
stickers I put in random places all across campus last year.
Never a bad idea.
Oh man.
Okay, so what happened at the show? You went to open for Eve 6, and what happened?
Other than it being awesome,
Yeah, other than that, correct?
Sean Gregoire out of nowhere.
yeah, seriously. I mean, I was kind of, I mean, not, I don't know, not ignorant to the fact that it was Sean's first show with us, but it was like totally the last thing on my mind. And then afterward, I was like, Sean just opened for Eve 6 and like has never played live with us before.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
no big deal.
I was in the audience for that show, but it was really neat. For one thing, just to see the band with the full array stadium sound system that the Eve 6 brings along, and the $150,000 consoles and stuff. And I'm a sound guy, so I was kind of watching the sound guy and kind of watching the band. But I remember I said to Sean afterwards, I said, you really, I feel like you had a good handle of the new songs, and I think I guess I said especially the new songs, and Sean said, well, I think that's just because you know the old songs, so you know where the mistakes are.
Well,
it's also
that means
because
that
Sean.
goes the same for the audience.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
Right.
because Sean like wrote the new songs with us. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Perhaps.
By the way,
You know, I was thinking as you were saying that seeing the whole stage like that, I think it also changes the way you perform a little bit.
Oh, totally.
I think we all grew up a little bit at that point, you know?
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, especially for me because, I mean, that was a huge step forward from anything I've ever done before. My past bands have only been kind of like small venues at bars and stuff like that, but,
Yeah.
whereas Forging Reverie has already played battles of the bands and, opened for some big names. So it
Gym
was...
Class Heroes too, that's right.
Yeah, it was a huge step forward for me, and I, really enjoyed it. Can't wait to keep on doing it.
And then the funny thing is, right afterward, you go back to playing all the,
All the dive
venues
bars.
that-
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, you got to just persevere through that because it's all part of it. You got to love it all. So,
Oh yeah,
It's all part of the journey.
I mean, it doesn't make those any less more fun. Yeah, any less fun.
Awesome.
hey, I feel like I'm having a hard time hearing Matt.
really?
No.
Maybe you're okay.
Just
Maybe
letting
you
us
weren't.
talk. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
I can hear that.
Okay, cool. By the way, your friend Marcy in the chat room says, "No worries, I'm still walking around campus advertising." So I guess she's keeping you guys alive at Plymouth.
the foot
Yeah,
soldier.
Marcy's
Nice.
the best. You know what we should do? We should pretend we don't know Marcy just right now so that we can have a fan that we aren't actually like on speaking terms friends with.
Yeah.
I don't
Where is this chat room? I want to check this out.
You gotta click through the Ustream thing, and then
Okay.
anyway, you'll figure it out.
All right.
All right. So what happened after the Eve 6 show?
Aside from the cell phones getting stolen from Eve 6,
That's what I was getting to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
that
a
was
funny
pretty
story.
ridiculous.
nice
So-
breach in Homeland Security there.
Dude, I was on my way to our after party. Just gonna just live it up a little bit, and then I got a call from Derek and says, "You might want to come back to the hub because we may be suspected."
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that was pretty
then
terrible.
I mean, when they realized that we were out at the meet and greet before they were, and like with them when their phones went missing, it wasn't so bad. But I don't know. I feel like the scatteredness of all of their stuff, anyways, from having just gotten it off a plane, like they were sleeping before the show, and like we didn't even really see them up until like I think they got up once to eat and then went back to sleep or something. But
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now you mentioned Gym Class Heroes, so you also open for them?
The bands.
It was Spring Fling at Plymouth. And I mean, the crazy thing was, well, one of the crazy things was the year before that, we were, oh, hang on a second. I just loaded the chat and I just started hearing myself talk back to me. That was really weird. Okay,
yep.
so we, all right, the year before that, we actually advanced the first time, but I blew my voice. So we couldn't open the show, which is part of the whole thing. And that would have been for a Real Big Fish and the starting line.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just, I don't know. It was just absolutely devastating that we had that opportunity and lost it. So it was like redemption when we got to open for Gym Class Heroes. And we love that band, or I know I do. So,
I do.
I do
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Close Off is
they
a
put
great
on
song.
such a great show, and to be on
And
the
Travis is the nicest guy in the whole world.
Is he? Yeah.
he is a nice dude.
He's a very nice man.
Nicer than Michael J. Fox?
Have you met Michael J. Fox?
Oof.
No, but I haven't met Travis either.
So how can you know?
Well, I was asking you.
Well, I've never met Michael J. Fox either.
Well, damn it.
Sorry.
I haven't met him either, but he seems like he'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Wait, which
Canadian.
one are we talking about here?
Doesn't matter.
They're now the same man.
Say,
Forever and always.
did you say Dustin Hoffman?
I've heard he's
I
not
thought I
very
just
nice.
heard that through the static and somebody was just like messing it up.
Okay.
Moving on. So, have you guys opened for any other nationals?
Just
well, Will
catch-
Scarlet was at that show too.
Oh, there's that. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm not as familiar with them, but
Me
I
neither.
understand they are a deal that is big.
Who is that?
Some sort.
Apparently,
Say the name again?
Bill Scarlett.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
Now, when
I don't think they're
Yeah.
as big.
when you've opened for like Gym Class Heroes and Eve 6, did those guys give did they share any advice, any wisdom with you, or was it just kind of all business?
I feel like the most advice that I feel like I've been privileged to hear while with the band was honestly like from Anthony Green at the Friendly Toast. I feel like the other guys didn't really say much to us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Different.
that was more recently. We didn't get to open for them, but we did get a shout out from Anthony Green. That was Circus Survive was doing their acoustic set at Bull Moose Music in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh, we got to go see this. Like, that's awesome. They're just there at Bull Moose. You get a nice intimate set from this band, and they were promoting their new album, which is amazing. So we ran into Anthony Green in the Friendly Toast across the street. And we saw him there. It's like going to the bathroom, and Ryan went to the bathroom too. I thought,
Yeah,
dude, I
he
thought
kind
you
of.
were like chasing him down, but you totally went.
Well, you said he went to the back, and I was like, I was sitting there wondering where the bathroom was, and it took Anthony Green running in there from having gone to the bar towards the bathroom for me to know then where the bathroom was. So I got up and walked over there, and he was like a few people ahead of me, sitting down on like the little sofa thing by the toilet. What was it there? But he kind of got up and grabbed one of the sculpture things in the corner because he could hear music coming out of it. Not
Oh
realizing
yeah,
it
I
was
remember this.
back there. And then put it back down and sat down immediately with this weird look on his face and totally freaked out the girl in line behind him. And then
Did we get video of that?
after,
Oh my god! Guess who's in the chat room?
What?
No.
It's Gary's in the chat room.
Whoa, Gary! I met Gary.
well, he got up
Yeah.
and went to the bathroom, came out, said it was all his first buddy, and tried to clean himself up in the like funhouse mirror that was on the wall, which I don't know. But then came over and started talking to us. So
And then he wrote a song about it.
Really?
He'd write a song
Should've.
about that. No, I have no idea, Matt. I'm just
That'd be
kidding.
great. Hey, okay, now I have a question. Your friend Marcy in the chat room said the MC safety story didn't make it on Local Outbreak, and I'm curious about that
good
because
point.
I remember
Which is an
a
outrage.
vague reference to MC safety being mentioned, but never heard the actual story. What's that story? I'm curious now.
Well,
This is the rap song story, right?
no, it's before the rap song.
Turns into that.
Yeah.
It leads to the rap song story.
Well, go.
Here's your
Okay.
chance.
Okay. when we went into the studio to do One Idea, of course we had the video camera out and we were dicking around.
First
And,
video blog.
First video blog. It's up on YouTube and so check that out, of course.
It's awful.
That is a true fact.
So we just kind of turned the camera on Ryan, and there were some safety goggles around in Tyler's basement, and
There's something you
Ryan
gotta
put
know
'em on.
about Ryan. When you point a camera at him, he will grab a nearby object and do something with it.
usually involves putting it on his face.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this could get really filthy.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
just.
so-
it's internet radio. Take it where you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it turned into this, while recording, always be careful, or always protect your eyes from the sun and record.
But they weren't even sunglasses.
No, they were just like clear, safety goggles.
Right.
And then the whole time is be careful of recording, like as if recording was a threat. So then, in the second blog, there wasn't any MC safety, was there? I can't remember.
Oh, geez, I don't know, man. But I mean, it still became like a paradigm. So
Yeah. So, and then things just kind of escalated, and there must have been in the third one, in the third video blog, getting ready to open for Eve 6, Ryan grabbed Justin's old motorcycle helmet
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and got extra safe.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean-
at the end,
Yeah.
at the end of the video there, he's sporting his safety persona again. And then it got really out of hand. And Ryan, tell the story about how you started the rap, I guess.
Well-
and then we wrote a rap.
There's a good story behind it because I was waiting for Derek to come and pick me up to bring us up for. Was it just practice? I think it was just practice.
I think it must have been, yeah.
And it was like the middle of winter break for me, and I don't know if I was just up all night because I don't sleep well, or if it was video games or something. But I was listening to like some weird hip hop song, and was thinking in my head of wondering where Derek was, and realized it rhymed, and then wrote this really ridiculous rhyme about waiting for Derek to show up at my house, and it was like a Facebook status. And I had showed it to Justin and Derek when we got back up to New Hampshire, and we were kind of like not necessarily snowed in, but it was really crappy weather, so we were just staying like we were at Tyler's house for the night more or less, and like ended up just expanding it lyrically. And Justin was like, "Well, I'm gonna go shower and then start mixing stuff up," and we ended up writing a rap song that night. To which I woke up the next morning.
Yeah, it was like you go write another verse, and I'm gonna go in the other room and lay down some drum loops and a bass track.
Well, dude, what I remember was we had, I mean, you had the first verse or whatever, and we were all laughing about the fact that we could make some little joke music video and throw it in one of our video blogs. But then Justin walked in and was like, man, if you're going to do that, like, make it for real.
Right.
And like we actually I wrote up a sing chorus to it, and Ryan wrote more verses, and then we actually made it sound good. Well, okay, good, sure, but goodish.
Presentable.
Yeah. So I
And
mean,
then-
we have this produced and mastered hip hop track now that we made a music video for, and it's kind of floating around, but we got to do something more with it soon.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just strange. It was like one night we got up there, and 10 hours later, completely sober, there was a rap song.
Hey, wait, Sean, what were you gonna say a minute ago?
Oh, I that was my whole thought, what I said.
Oh, I don't even remember what it was.
Just the word "well."
Now, has this ever been performed live?
Oh, that was
I think the thing that was strange was waking up the next morning saying, "Holy shit, we just made a rap song," but then
Yeah.
the following week waking up that Saturday and going, "Holy shit, we just recorded a music video for that rap song."
Dude, I
Yeah.
still wake up on random days and say that to myself again.
Yeah, me too. You wake up and you're like, you feel hungover, but you're like, you're not. You're just like,
That's great. By the way, if anyone wants to call in with a question or a comment for Forging Reverie, the phone number is 603-622-4555, 603-622-4555, or join us in the chat room. Now, right before we hit the air, you guys shared some pretty interesting news with us. Something
Oh,
big.
that's right.
Something big coming up.
Well, hey, before I change subjects real quick, I was gonna add real quick. We haven't posted a new video in a little while, but that rap song, along with our video blogs, and some old live videos, are up on our YouTube channel. If you go to youtube.com/forgingreverie, and we've got quite a few other videos kicking around that we've been working on editing together with some other footage, including some stuff from when we opened for Eve 6.
Oh, cool.
And we're gonna hopefully we've been working on this new album, so we're gonna hopefully be working on some new footage to promote that, but not sure what exactly yet, but keep your eyes peeled for it. So,
Yeah.
762 video.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's higher than I
100
remember.
132 on the most recent video log.
If we can keep this up, we'll have to partner with YouTube.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway, so going with where Matt was going, yeah, before we started the conversation, I was just recollecting from earlier today. We had a ghost from a few months ago just creep up out of nowhere. I said ghost, and that sounds like a bad thing. This is great news. A while back, a friend actually pointed us to an indie film that was working on trying to get some new music, some permission to actually use independent music for their independent film. And we talked to them about it, and we showed them a few tracks, and they really liked one of them. And they were going to work on getting all their waivers set up and getting all the permissions for all the musicians, and they said they'd get back to us in a little while. Things must have gotten tripped up in their whole workflow because we didn't hear from them for a while. So we kind of thought, well, maybe they decided not to go with our song. Now months later, just today, I got a message from them. They tagged us in a Facebook post saying we were included along with this list of other musicians in their premiere.
Wow.
We were going to be on the soundtrack, and I was like, oh, wait, what happened? We didn't get the waiver. We never kind of lost contact with them. So I sent them an email, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're writing up the waivers right now. It's good timing that you emailed us. So,
Wow.
So apparently, it looks like our song One Idea, which I always thought had a rather cinematic quality to it, and she agreed, the director I was speaking with. So, yeah, what's the movie called? Sunblocked?
Sunblocked, yep.
That's right. And it's going to premiere. It has a special premiere event on October 1st. I think it's a Friday in Harvard Square. And I imagine that we should be there, and if everything goes as planned. And so our song's going to be in it somewhere. Not sure where yet.
That's
Not much else to say, but that's pretty exciting.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
congratulations.
okay with the
guys.
movie.
Apparently, they're doing a full red carpet premiere event too. So I don't know if we're going to be walking down a red carpet like movie stars, or if we're just going to be kind of slumped in the corner. We'll see.
Do you know who's in
Really,
the
hey,
film?
we're those guys that wrote that song. Hi.
Yeah, we'll see if they can stop
Yeah.
it, is the question.
Yeah.
Your friend Marcy in the chat room says, "Way to go, guys." Do you know who's in the movie?
What's that?
Do you know who is in the movie?
I don't. There aren't any big name actors that I know yet, but there
Yeah.
may be some up and coming actors. I'm
Yeah,
not sure. If you go to their Facebook page, though, which is probably facebook.com/sunblocked.
No, it's not.
Correct me.
They don't have a custom URL actually. You have to search for
Ah, shoot. Okay, well, you can. That's easy. Just search for Sunblocked, one word. You'll find it on Facebook. That's how they. However, I think, what is it? One of the actors' name. I hope I don't have this wrong, but I think one of the actors' name is Nate, and
Right.
I think he is the friendly ex of
my
your
girlfriend's
Derek.
sister.
Yeah, right,
You are correct.
and that's how we got
Sunblocked.
it.
Sunblocked from Astro Piano Films
Right.
stars Shannon Carter, Alyssa Friedman, Nate Lopez, and Chris
Yep, that's it.
Gilvery. Screenplay by Jessica Saccardo. Directed
love
by
Nate
the
Lopez.
same. Produced
Jessica
by
is
Shannon Carter and Jessica Saccardo. There's a little outline here, and some more cast on their Facebook info. And there's a wall, and
Other Facebook-like things.
roughly 1,000 people like it. So hey, 1,000 people, can they be wrong? I don't know.
That's before they've even seen it, so that's before
Right.
the premiere.
That's
They
encouraging.
They've
pre-like.
also got a couple trailers up on YouTube.
Looks slick.
Oh, cool. Is the song in either of the trailers? Do you know? Have you watched
It is
them?
not, but I've watched them. It's not in the trailers, and that's why I thought, oh well, if they didn't use it for the trailer, maybe they didn't choose it. But turns out they did. So she was really excited about the song when I was originally emailing her, and it
Yeah.
looks like she still is. So
Yeah. That's extremely cool. Well, and we're going to play that track at the end of the show tonight, but I want to ask you guys about, you mentioned you do the video log, you utilize YouTube. Can you tell us about, all the different things that you guys do online to market yourselves? Because a lot of the bands that I interview, they don't really take advantage of the internet and of social media to the extent that they probably should.
oh geez, yeah.
You guys seem to have a really good handle on that.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much all over everything. I mean, anything that if fans are using a tool, then as a musician, I would think you ought to be using it as well to reach them. You know. So I mean, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, definitely. I mean, you want people to see you. So yeah, to be honest, right now I'd say that we're a little slow because we've been, slow online. We're not very loud because we're sort of in the background here working on a pre-production for our new album. So somebody's messaging on Skype and it's totally distracting me. I'm sorry.
I see that, yes. Something about a loud utility knife. Anyway, yes, I noticed that as well.
So I don't know, what else is there to say about it, guys? I mean, we do YouTube videos where we actually haven't posted one in a while, and I think we have a lot of stuff to say, and it's going to come soon.
No, but the fact that you do that at all kind of sets you apart from a lot of bands in the area. You know what I mean?
Really? Oh, that's crazy.
People
Let's
like
do
to
that.
watch videos.
Yeah, man.
People nowadays. I mean, I watch video. What am I thinking of? Reviews and previews and stuff of products that I'm considering buying. Whereas before, I would read it years past. So, it's maybe the world's lazier, but they want it fed to you in the most flashy, crazy way. I think maybe we should just border all of the videos with Vegas-style flashing lights.
Well, I feel like too a good portion of the appeal that I've found for a lot of the bands that I appreciate. Like if I like a band, I want to hear what they have to say,
Sure.
and like
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Feel
want
like
to
you can be
deprive
friends with
necessarily
them.
people of money.
Yeah, I like to think that the videos let people know what we're like as people, like outside of, playing music.
Right.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
they can connect with you that much more. And and ultimately that helps them. If they can connect with you personally, they're that much more likely to certainly go to the live shows, I would think, and to pick up your CD. Now, you guys have one CD out and one that you're working on. Is that correct?
Correct.
Well, technically, I wouldn't call it a CD, but because we never actually got it pressed as a CD.
Oh, okay.
I think it's kind of phasing out of that anyway, and it's like I sometimes question whether or not to even bother with that at this point, unless you really have the capital. But yeah, we have it online in a number of places: iTunes, Amazon, and we have it in our independent store, which is run through a company called Nimbit. So,
Yes.
but you can find that on any of our spots online. And
it's really, I should point out too for our listeners, it's really easy to find you guys if you just Google Forging Reverie.
Right.
A ton of stuff.
Or
comes up.
forgingreverie.com.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that new, or did you have that before?
As of today, we don't have a website yet. I'm going to be building it soon. I'm kind of the resident graphics guy, but Justin just purchased the domain, so we actually have forgingreverie.com.
Oh, great.
Thanks to my big old brother. And if you go there, it's just going to point you to Facebook, which is right now it's our main hub, but it will be a website that's all ours pretty soon. And that'll probably come around the time we release this new album we're working on. So, by the way, the song we've been talking about, One Idea, we recorded that a while back, and it started out acoustic, and halfway through the song, the rest of the band kind of comes in.
Sure.
We've actually been playing, if you've been seeing us live, we've been playing a newer version of that song that's actually full electric through the whole way, and I really like both versions, and I want to do something with both versions, but that song, along with a lot of other new ones that we've been playing live, will be on the new record that we're working on, and a lot has happened since our last album, and I'm really excited for it. Stick with us, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, 2 words, ribbon microphone.
This thing's gonna melt faces.
Oh, actually, I want to say one more thing about that. Is we have I think we have plans, hopefully, to get some friendly voices in the studio with us. We're going to work out exactly how that's going to happen, but we're going to need a lot of people shouting on our record. So we're going to try to get a little bit more collaborative efforts going on with the fans and stuff like that. So not going to say anything more than that now, but
if you want to be on a record, it'd be a good time to know us.
Friendly voices, not hostile.
Right.
Communicate with us online, and we'll be buddies. It'll be great.
Very cool. So what's the best way to reach you guys? Via Facebook for people who want to get in touch with you?
That works. I know I frequently scan the page and will respond personally to things. I'm sure the other guys will too if they see them. And you can always directly email us. That's fine too at forgingreverie@gmail.com. And you could even reply us on Twitter. Really, anything you use frequently.
Sure.
We'll hear it.
And like
Check out forgingreverie.com. Follow @forgingreverie. Email forgingreverie@gmail. And while you're at it, my Twitter is JNTracks. And these guys all have Twitters too, don't they?
We do.
Would you
Ty
all like
Newton,
to, would you all
simple
like
as
to
that.
mention your Would you all like to mention your Twitters? That sounds dirty.
Sure,
I'm
mine's
sorry.
Ty Newton, T-Y Newton. T-Y-E Newton. Wow, how did I mess that up? The whole reason I spelled it was so that I wouldn't mess that up.
That's funny.
Ryan, go.
Oh, I'm Sugar King, but it's got a Y in it. I'll let you figure out where.
Derek.
Why? Get it?
Oh man, that's funny. My Twitter is DL Heidemann.
Sounds sarcastic.
DLHEIDEMANN.
That's 2 N's, bitches. All right.
Double N, straight out of the homeland.
Wow.
Sean, spell your mysterious Twitter name.
It is MMCE Orange.
What the hell does that mean?
meaning, and you will be a god. I don't know.
We'll give you a T-shirt if you can figure out Sean's Twitter handle.
Right. So the contest is follow all 5 of us and guess Sean's Twitter handle's meaning, and you will
And
get.
figure out where Ryan puts the Y.
And figure out where Ryan puts the Y, which is kind of a requirement for following all of us, isn't it? And then we'll give you a T-shirt and a tote bag or something.
I think the joke here is that Sean's handle doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
Well, Ty, way to destroy the contest.
I thought the joke was
The
you have tote
contest
bags.
assassin.
Wait, what was that?
I thought the joke was you guys have tote bags. You guys have actual tote bags?
Oh yeah,
Wow,
yeah. We have.
just like PBS.
We make all our own merch. We've got
Yeah.
T-shirts, hoodies, and tote bags. We all make ourselves with various methods.
Well, we print ourselves.
Yeah, well, some of them aren't. I don't know. I mean,
We don't
does
physically make.
the spray painting count as printing?
No,
That's
he means you buy clothing stock and then print them to make them. That's a useless detail.
So
Yeah, we're not sewing our own shirts over here.
But
Weaving
everything's
fabric.
customized, right? Because you sort of not make, but each piece is sort of each piece of merchandise is sort of personalized, right? Each one's a little bit unique.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now,
I'd say each piece is very unique.
They take extra time when putting them together to make sure that each one is unique.
aw, that's nice.
No, that's not time. That's love.
Really.
you got it.
Well, listen.
You got it.
Before we start to wrap up, do you guys have any shows or anything coming up that you want to mention, or are you more focused on recording, or what are you guys up to now?
Yeah, we're very focused on recording. We actually pretty much made a deliberate effort to ward off bookings for now. We're kind of on a booking hiatus, and that's been kind of hard for me because when an opportunity comes around, I'm like, yeah, oh, that's right, we weren't going to be playing shows, because every time you play a show, you got to prepare for the show and take all the time to do that. Then you got to take the time to actually do the show, which on any normal time, that's what we love and what we want to be doing, connecting with people. But we got to do this record, and if we don't set time aside to do that, then we're never going to get through it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're hard at work demoing for the pre-production, getting all the little nuances of every song, and I really think that the amount of time that we're putting into this is going to be more or less directly correlated to the quality of what we turn out with. So we're really putting it together this time.
Really good records take a damn long time.
Absolutely.
They always do.
And for anyone that was wondering, if you've ever worked food service in a drive-through and you hear that beep come through the headset, and then you hear it in your sleep, you start to hear the click track in your sleep after a while too.
Hey, real quick, love you too, Marcy. Have a good time at work and finals and all that. Take care. She's in the chat room saying goodbye to us. So.
Hey Ryan.
What?
Do you also tap your foot out of time in your sleep?
Oh no,
Yes.
didn't.
Oh, I wish I had the rim shot sound effect queued up. Damn. Would have been perfect. It's too late now. Take me 5 minutes just to find it. Anyway. so,
That's all right, because I play drums out of time, so.
yeah. Do you guys have a target date for the album, or is it just kind of done when it's done?
Oof.
Spring
right now it's-
2014.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just being realistic.
Yeah.
Jerk.
No, what is your time frame?
Jeez, I don't know, man. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be early next year, isn't
Early
it?
Next year. All right.
At this
Yeah.
point,
Probably.
At least.
it was looking like it was going to be out before the year's out, but got to be honest, if it's got to take more work, it's got to take more love to make it worth it. So.
Yeah, one day we looked at the calendar and it was like, oh, well, okay. And, there's not much we can do to dwell on it, but it's going to take how long it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 3 songs worth of stuff that I haven't even I mean, I haven't even sunk my head into. I think there's a couple of things I haven't even heard yet. It's a ways off.
Sure.
We have quite a mix of songs here that we're working on, and part of the time that we've been putting into this has been working in new parts for Justin. You know, playing keyboards and samples, and a lot of those samples we still need to record. And
A lot of samples exist solely in Tyler's head right now.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah.
Geez, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of them. Hopefully in other people's heads as well. But
Figure them out sooner or later.
yeah, I fully intend to get, as I said earlier, big groups of people involved in some of that. So should be a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, that'll be interesting. Well, guys, listen, thanks very much for joining us tonight. It's been very cool to have you on. This is our first time doing the show via Skype, so I apologize to anyone listening for any technical. Got it straightened out partway through, I think.
You totally did that on purpose.
So everyone go to forgingreverie.com and keep up on what these guys are doing. I've seen you live, and it was definitely a great show. A little hard to hear the vocals, but that wasn't your fault, so.
Yeah, dude.
I
mean, lots of local venues are like that.
That was a
But we
difficult.
still have a blast.
A difficult circumstance, yeah. So we're going to wrap up with one idea. And for anyone listening, please stick around after the show. I'll be back with a couple of programming notes, but I'll let you guys go, and I'm going to play this track. And thanks very much for being with us here tonight, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks so
sir.
much, Matt.
All
have
right.
a wonderful night.
Later.
Thank you, you too. And this is One Idea from Forging Reverie here on Remote Transmission.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've had this idea that's carried me far with promise to find happiness and peace of mind. It's all I need. I've been waiting just to feel desired, or to finally decide that I'm in the wrong place. An uncertainty there may always be in your eyes, in me. Just serves to show there's still so much to see, but you still don't know, and you just don't see me. You just don't see me in your life. My one idea says there you are on my mind, with one of your own kind. So what are we? As you are fading in and out of sleep, I struggle just to keep from kissing your face. Such certainty I may never find on your lips, on mine. Just sing to me, your voice melts in my ears. For all these years I've kept you here in mind. When I sing, embrace the moment, live today, follow your heart, come what may. I've told myself something or someone else comes my way, I will entertain a change of plans, so here I am. It's what idea may be, a philosophy for the blind and naive. You're not as know it's easily deceived as me. Our time is waning and I want to stay, though I know exactly what you'll say. Give me space. Ooh, an uncertainty I may always be under you, over me, soaring on high on a perfect valley. Afraid of heights, I'm just a fool who begs, and I'm begging for you to land. Please land, please land, please land.
What a great track. That's One Idea from Forging Reverie here on Remote Transmission on IPMNation.com. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining us tonight. Very cool. I like those guys a lot. Really, really good guys. And if you liked what you heard tonight and you want to hear more, by the way, I did do an interview with them on Local Outbreak, which is a show that airs Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Modern Rock, which I would encourage our listeners in the Lakes region area of New Hampshire to check out every Sunday night. But after the shows run on The Planet, they do get added to IPMNation.com. So if you go to the Local Outbreak page on IPMNation.com, you can check out the interview that I did a couple of months ago at their rehearsal space with them on Local Outbreak, and it was very, very cool. So I was excited to have those guys on tonight, and I have seen them live, and it was a great experience to actually see them. Tons of energy. And like I said, they're really good guys. So I think they have a lot of success coming their way. No doubt about it. So just some programming notes. I hope everyone joins us back here tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. on the IPMNation.com live channel for Norm Unfiltered. Always a good time. And then at 11 p.m., by the way, all times are Eastern, because we do have listeners all over the place. I forget that sometimes, and I'm throwing out these times, and I'm like probably confusing people in some parts of the country. And then at 11 p.m. tomorrow night, it is the Wednesday night edition of Remote Transmission. We're now on 2 nights a week with this show, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And tomorrow night, Let Us Not Forget will be on with us. And for anyone who listens to Local Outbreak on a regular basis, you've probably heard me interview those guys. Actually, that interview ran recently. So we're going to have them come in and do Remote Transmission with us. They'll actually be here with us live in the studio tomorrow night, and they're going to perform. They're going to do a acoustic set, or a couple tunes anyway. So whatever they want to do. You know, we're pretty loose here. So that is tomorrow night. In future editions of Remote Transmission, next Tuesday night, the 17th, we have Top Shelf Habit. And on the 18th edition of Remote Transmission, we have Sequest. He's a rapper from Boston. He's from the band Destructive Rhythm, but he's got some solo stuff he's going to be putting out. So that'll be very cool. On August 24th, we have Ashland's Attic. And on the 25th, we have Dave Blaze from the band Vent will be calling in. Vent is V-E-N-T-T. So Dave is a very good friend of mine. I've actually played in a couple bands with him, so that's going to be really cool to talk to him. And that's pretty much everything for August. So I won't get into September because that's just too much information. But we'll be adding a lot more to the show pages. You'll see a lot more on the Remote Transmission page. For anyone who is a regular listener on IPMNation.com, you may have noticed some changes to IPMNation.com. We're going to be adding a hell of a lot more music in addition to the talk shows and the other stuff that we do, like Remote Transmission and all that good stuff. So And for anyone who's wondering where Dan was tonight, my co-host Dan Randlett, he is not feeling well. He is at home with a migraine. So Dan, if you're listening, I hope you're feeling better, or hope you feel better soon. I get a lot of headaches, but I've never had a migraine. But it sounds like a thoroughly miserable experience. So Dan, I hope you're doing okay. And I had a story I was going to tell. Yeah, screw it. I'll tell this very quick story. Who knows? Maybe the person responsible for this is even listening, although I kind of doubt it. Very early this morning, I realized that for the first time ever, or for at least the first time ever that I'm aware of, someone actually hacked in to the IPMNation.com site and replaced a few of the shows with something that appeared on the screen as "God told me to walk a little farther." I was quite horrified to see this, and then when I went into the server and tried to delete this item, well, first I tried to play the track because it was in the little music players that appear on some of the different screens, and the track wouldn't play, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So then I went into the server and tried to, because it appeared to be an MP3, when I went into the server and tried to delete the track, it wouldn't let me delete it. So at this point, I'm thinking one of two things has happened. Either someone hacked into the website, which of course, I feel very violated by, or it was some sort of actual message from God. But given that I felt as violated as I did, I don't think it was a message from God. So anyway, I figured out how to get this thing off the website, but I also Googled that phrase, God told me to walk a little farther, and found that it's actually the title of an old hymn. So then I tried to look up the lyrics from the hymn, and I couldn't find it, but I did find some recording of the song that someone had done, and I listened to the lyrics, and they're just generic Christian, it sounds like something I would have heard when I was a kid, and I went to church, which is something that happened only as a child. It does not occur in my adult life, the whole going to church thing. But so yeah, like I said, either someone hacked into the site or God sent me a message. And I do believe in God. I don't believe in organized religion. I think it's all kind of silly. But I do believe in God. I do think there is something other than us. But I think someone hacked into the site. And then I was talking to someone about it today, and I was told that supposedly there are these people, these so-called Christians, who they're actually Christian hackers. And what these people do is they hack into websites like this one, where, any site they can find where maybe there's some adult content or music that they think might be, the kind of stuff Satan worshipers listen to or whatever. And these Christian hackers, they target these sites, and they will hack into them and actually place some sort of Christian message somewhere in that site. So I think what happened is, if what this person told me is true, and I've never heard of this before, but supposedly these people are out there, these Christian hackers. So what it sounds like could have happened, if this is legit, is this hacker thought, okay, I'm going to put an MP3 of this song, this old Christian hymn, into this site. So people who listen to this radio station, this online station, will be exposed to this hymn, and then maybe they'll find Jesus or something. I don't know. It didn't work because when I tried to play the track, nothing happened. Although, the hacker was very skilled, because when I tried to delete the track, nothing happened at first. Ultimately, I figured out how to get rid of it. So, anyway, that's my little story. That's my little anecdote for today. I wasn't planning on talking about that tonight, and kind of a strange way to wrap up an interview with a band. But I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I'd never seen anything like that happen before, and I have taken steps to make sure it does not happen again. And if the Christian hacker who did this happens to be listening to me right now, I would simply say, go to hell. Go to hell, you evil Christian hacker. There. Ha! I don't know. Pretty weird. It's a strange world we live in. Anyway, thanks again to Forging Reverie. I guess that's it. I don't know. I have some other things kicking around in my mind, but I'll save it. By the way, if you're in the Manchester, New Hampshire area and you have access to Channel 23 on your cable system, please be sure to tune in every Wednesday at 4 p.m., or in this case tomorrow, or actually it's after midnight, so today, at 4 p.m. Be sure to IPMNation.com's favorite psychic, along with me as his co-host. And tomorrow on the show, we have Dr. Kevin Ross Emery will be our guest. And I'm hoping to lure Kevin Ross Emery into also participating in Norm Unfiltered with us at 9:30 p.m. And wow, I am rambling tonight. So you know what it is? I'm making up for the beginning of the show when you couldn't hear me, you could only hear the guests. Or apparently you could barely hear me, from what I understand. So anyway, tonight's episode of Remote Transmission will be posted and available for streaming and or download by probably 12:30 a.m. this morning. So you'll be able to hear all this again at that point if you want to. And that is assuming that some Christian hacker hasn't gone into the site and changed it to something else. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Thanks again for Forging Reverie. And hope to see you all tomorrow night here on IPMNation.com. Welcome to IPMNation.com, the next generation of Internet radio, powered by Impact Player Music.
You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions. You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not, operating heavy machinery.
Oh, damn.
So as of now, you sound slightly quieter than everybody else to me, Matt.
Really?
Never mind. I think you're back up to normal.
Oh, good. Okay.
You're just speaking quietly.
Yeah, that might be. So I'm gonna, in like another minute here, I'm gonna post one more tweet and say that we're 10 minutes away.
What I'll do is at 11 o'clock I hit the intro music for the show, and then we'll do the interview. And then what do you guys want to play for a song at the end? Should I pull up your MySpace page and pick something? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't have any MP3s from you, so we'll do it that way.
Yeah. And actually, well, I mean, I guess MySpace works fine.
You want to go with one idea, right, for the movie?
Facebook does too. Yeah, actually, Matt, we just found out that this old situation that was left unfinished with some indie movie possibly using our song in their movie actually is in fact going to use it, and they just kind of went MIA for a while, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, by the way.
Huh? Really?
So yeah, there's some indie film that's going to premiere in a couple months. So we'll have that to talk about.
That's very cool.
And that happens to be one idea, so we'll probably want to play that one, yeah.
All right, we'll do that one. And if at some point you guys want to get me some MP3s, I mean, we can put all kinds of stuff into rotation. We just really expanded the website, and I need lots of new music. So anything you guys want to send me, feel free. Yeah, you can just send it to Matt at IPMNation.com, and I'll put it in.
Okay, let me.
But for tonight, you want to go with one idea?
Yeah. We're looking for just one big song.
I can play a couple if you want.
I don't know. What does everybody think? I'm indifferent. So.
Oh, whatever. I didn't even think of that before right now. So.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll
There's
just
probably
we'll,
kind
we'll
of-
just do one idea. We'll keep it simple. It's just a half-hour show anyway, so
Oh, okay.
we won't get too extravagant unless it. Well, actually, it's a half-hour show that sometimes runs long, which is fine. You know,
I see.
if it's going really well
Sure.
and we all just want to keep talking, you know, sometimes it ends up being 40 minutes or whatever. So, you know, it's internet radio. It doesn't matter. We don't have any constraints. So,
cool. Right.
yeah.
Oh, do we need to watch our language?
Absolutely not. It's
Awesome.
It's internet radio. You can swear. You can say all kinds of horrible, offensive things if you want to.
It's not like I swear constantly, but you know.
But I'm just
good to
saying.
know.
But the option is there.
Yeah, I can switch it on. I mean,
Sure.
Hey, Matt, that was. I probably already have this email, but it was matt@ipmnation.com, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure I have that for later because I'll definitely send you some food.
Yeah, please do. Absolutely.
Well.
You tweeting there, homie?
Oh yeah, I was in the middle of that. Hang on.
I'm gonna retweet your crap probably.
Yeah, me too.
Life is fun.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Where am I setting? There they are.
We're gonna have to be careful to not talk over each other. It's a little easier to do on Skype than it is.
Yeah.
What?
Elsewhere. I said we're gonna... Damn it, Justin.
Saw that coming.
I didn't get too far in that. That was pretty good.
That was perfect.
A little feedback though.
Okay. 10 minutes ago, live interview on such and such URL.
Derek's got a bit.ly on his tweet.
I wonder if anybody's actually going to call and have something to ask.
Marcy Page.
Um,
Oh wait, what's his name said? What's his name said he was going to call and ask questions about himself.
Yeah,
Who?
John, there's a few that might.
Cool.
What if Ben calls?
Oh my god, don't even.
Dude, Ben's not gonna call.
Like, worst case scenario, he calls and he's hammered.
Just talk to him about his tattoo. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Non-threatening
He's gonna call.
conversation.
He's gonna be doing his Bush voice.
What?
He's gonna call doing his Bush voice.
Yeah.
Crap. I just waited until it was 5 minutes to go and then still said 10 minutes to go.
You're a failure.
He also tweeted.
All right, people will
15 minutes-
be smart.
What'd you say, Ryan?
You also tweeted 15 minutes to go when there was 8 minutes to go.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
I did?
Somebody did.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, Justin retweeted it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see in my tweet deck, DL Heidemann, 50 minutes until our interview.
That's how retweets work nowadays.
Retweets and TweetDeck show your icon and Derek's icon. This only shows Derek's.
Well, it must not have refreshed in time then or something.
Wacky. Anyway,
Because
Facebook hasn't been
the
updated.
timestamp on mine is 2247.
Who is Amanda Lacey?
Facebook hasn't been updated. yet.
that's Amanda Bellis. She got married.
Who's Amanda Bellis?
Facebook
News
hasn't been
Department.
updated, guys.
I see Facebook is updated.
Oh well, it's not on Lauren's computer for some reason.
Derek retweeted me, but changed it to 5 minutes.
Classic.
Smart.
That's a false quote.
Whatever. It's an accurate quote.
Oh God, we are not a cool band.
Oh man. Were we ever trying to be? Let's face it.
Hey, did we lose Sean?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He's just only saying useful things.
Oh, there's a chat room too, so if anyone wants to,
Oh, really?
Oh, where?
yeah, I should have
There's a
mentioned
what?
that before. Yeah, when they hit the site, when they go to the live channel, when they click the live channel link,
Okay.
it'll take them to the show, and the chat room should open automatically for them.
Oh crap!
Whoa!
Wait, how do you?
Your crazy ass thing played music at me.
Wait, Matt, where's the chat?
It'll once it won't open until the show actually starts broadcasting.
Oh god, it's playing to me too.
Okay.
So if you go to ipmnation.com/live channel and click the link to go to the show, once we're on the air, the chat room should open.
Nice.
I feel like opening the
Nice.
window just to be cool.
Well, I guess
like
I don't
opening-
need to let anybody know about that because if they go to listen in, they'll find it anyway.
That's true. Yeah, they'll see it.
Okay. I don't want to be blasting people more about it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, plus I'll mention it too while we're on the air. I'll say, by the way, chat with us
Right on.
if you have questions or call, all that good stuff.
Right.
Nice. Cool.
But they should totally call.
They
Two.
should call.
Oh, yes.
Man, the coolest radio call I ever got was when I was at PCR and some dude called in and proposed to his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
And we only had
We
one
stayed
phone
home
line.
that night.
We only had one phone line. And I was like, so we gotta hang up on you and wait for her to call back to see if she says yes. So we're like sitting there, we're just like on the air, like, so
Was she
Yeah.
even listening?
yeah, she was. She called up and she was like all excited and said yes, and then he called back and then.
And then you basically did the telephone version of a chat.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting errors.
Oh, I get a lot of echo.
Yeah, what's up with that? Did somebody turn their volume way up?
I got headphones on now.
Me too.
Oh, I should put headphones in. Good idea.
Oh, it seems to be gone. That was strange.
I think Matt was changing some settings around with his board.
Oh, headphones. Much better.
Yeah. Charlie, you headphone in?
No.
Yeah,
Oh, fine.
we Windows guys don't need headphones. You'll also notice our microphones are clearer than yours.
I thought we established that that was the desk issue.
Yeah, you guys that are using your MacBook microphones, they're just, just not that good.
Check.
Says Ryan through his $7 Walmart microphone.
Check.
Check.
I don't have headphones.
What were you gonna say? Head.
I was gonna stutter. What were you gonna do?
For some reason, my mind went to headophilia.
Gross.
I don't even know what that means.
I think it would mean having sex with heads.
Oh boy.
It sounds dirty. Whatever it is.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
I thought it though.
What's that noise? Is somebody drawing?
filing their nails?
All right, guys. Here we
It
go.
sounds like a
The,
pencil.
intro music.
You guys can actually hear that?
Okay, everybody shut up.